Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start this video, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Saleh Humaira, with student ID 2310733036. In this video, I'm gonna share with you my own understanding on the report. So, morphemes are the smallest units of language that have meaning or grammatical function. They can be added as they are free, so they can be added as a loan word, or need to be attached to another word. Structurally, morphemes have three key importance. Have three important figures. The first one is the root. Root is the core, the main, the word that carry the main meaning. The second one, it's called affix. So affix are parts that attach to the root to change the meaning. And then we have a stem. Stem is the combination of the root and affix that attach to it, serving as a base and an addition. So in affix, there are three key. The first one is we call prefix, which is prefix is a word that we added at the beginning of the root. Then we have suffix. Suffix we add at the end of the word. Then we have infix, which are this infix added between the word. So for the knowing what is prefix, so prefix are a small word part that was added at the beginning of a word to help change the meaning. For example, the word preview. The pre is mean before. So if we add view, which has the meaning see, it can have the meaning to see something before it happens. It's called preview. And then we have the suffix. Suffix are words that attach at the end. This word attach at the end. For example, the word suffix able. In the word unbreakable. In this word, we have three parts: the the break, and the able. The is the prefix. The break is the root, the main word that have they carry the meaning. Then we have the suffix able, the breakable, that has the meaning of can. Yeah. So if these morphemes become together, it become like an adjective, which mean can be broken. Able is a free morpheme. It can stand alone or can be attached to function as an adjective. Even though able in unbreakable and able in can look and sound the same, they function differently. Then we have infix. Infix and morphemes are inserted within two words. within words. I mean, but infix are usually rare and they are mm, not much needed. Not much people use infix because, for example, of the word is absolutely. It's the the word is absolutely, but in this infix they add a word bloody in the middle of the word, so it become absolutely. And then in morphemes there are two. There is content morphemes and function morphemes. These content content morphemes are parts of the word that carry the main meaning. These include roots, prefix, and suffix. For example, in the word unshakable, I'm gonna use this example again. The un means not, shake means vibrate, then able means capable. So together, this word uh have a meaning of not able to be shaken. And we get into function morphemes. Uh, Function morphemes help and help to connect words to show the different parts of sentence to work together. Uh, this include prefix and suffix, but they are mainly a part of the words to help the structure of the sentence. For example, in the sentence, the Australian kangaroo escaped the zoo. The Ian in the Australian change the Australia as a noun into Australian as an adjective to describing what type of a kangaroo that escaped the zoo. And then in suffix, we also have inflectional suffix. These are special words that was that modify to show the grammatical structure. For example, if we add the suffix ed, behind a root, then that word become a past tense. For example, play, then we add the suffix ed behind it, then it become played, an action that has been true in the past. Then we also then we also have the suffix ing. If we add it with the root, then it will become an action that is ongoing. For example, playing. Then there is also homophony. Uh, Homophony in morphemes uh, are looks and sound the same, but they have different functions and the meanings also. For example, in the suffix er, uh, if we add the suffix er on the adjective teach, then it will become teacher. It will become a noun. So homophony, when the same spelling or sound represent different morphemes with different functions. In morphemes, there is also a hierarchy. So a hierarchy in language is important because it shows how different parts of a word or phrase are organized in layers or in layers. With each layers have its own stages. For example, if we use the word classy, the word is classy. If we broke this into morphemes, the root is glass. Glass is a noun. Then we have the suffix. The suffix is y. Uh, with this added suffix, it transforms the noun into an adjective. The root is at the base, then the suffix attached to the glass. Structure in language are so crucial because it dictates the different parts or words of sentence and how can it be organized and combined. Also, you must be wondering what no, I was wondering how come morphology have a relationship with phonology and syntax. Turns out um, in phonology and morphemes have a connection. For example, the pronunciation variation, because with, for example, the past tense in morpheme, it's ed, right? But it can be pronounced differently, like in three ways. I forgot about the phonemes, but the variation depends on the final sound of the verb that it attached to. Then we also have like voiceless consonant, voice consonant, and eye roll consonant. I forgot. Then syntax also. Re- syn- Morphology, they construct words by combining morphemes, while syntax, they arrange these words into phrases and sentence, uh, so it can be coherent. So the both of this morphology and syntax works in uh, hierarchical pattern, while morphology focuses on how words are formed and modified. Syntax focus on how words are combined into phrases and sentence. Uh, that's are my understanding on this subject. I know there is so much more, but unfortunately, this my understanding, my point of view. Uh, there's so much more material. Uh, I haven't understand it. I haven't understand it yet. So this is my only understanding on the subject. So I bid my goodbye. Bye.